Hi everyone, welcome to another Sunday Smile. My name is Iftihal Badawi. I'm an artist. My art is expressionistic, and I use my emotion to paint. Each painting is a new journey for me, and I love connecting people together. That's why I create Sunday Smile. And today we have a special guest, Janel, and she have amazing work, and I will let her introduce herself and tell us more about her work. You know.
Thank you.
Oh, so sweet.
Um, Hi, everybody. My name is Janel Young. I go by JY Originals. I guess I should show you my shirt. So I'm a painter and muralist, and I've done a lot of work, especially larger work, in New York City, where I used to live for the past 6 years before returning to Pittsburgh, where I'm from. And when I returned to Pittsburgh, I was here for a very specific project. It was my first large lead mural here, which was Pittsburgh's first art basketball court, the Home Court Advantage project. And there was actually just a celebration there yesterday, which was nice for people to kind of be outside and fellowship. But yeah, I mean, I also create work based on my emotions, and a lot of my work is very community based and community focused. I do workshops with kids. I do like craft workshops with adults as well. I do all kinds of stuff, but I love painting with acrylics and oils and just doing large, colorful work. And like she said, I launched my first coloring book called Color Your
Yay!
Crown. Yeah, and it's based on a natural hair series that I did a few years ago, and people would ask me if I had coloring books for their kids, and I was like, not yet. And I finally, during quarantine, had time to make it happen. So, very excited about that.
Can you tell us more about the coloring books? The
Yeah.
coloring book.
So I have one here. So the series that I originally did was called the Black Girl Magic series, and it's half face portraits because it focuses on the top of the head and the hair. And I created, I think, 5 portraits originally, and then I always had the idea that I wanted to just keep expanding it for like different women to be included, for different hairstyles to be included, different types of people to be represented. And that turned into a lot of women submitting like hairstyles to me. So there ended up being portraits of real women who exist, which was really nice. And then I turned that into a calendar, which I have. So there's a different portrait for each month of the year. And then that turned into a coloring book. So that's why it's called Color Your Crown. It's a natural hair coloring book. And then each page has an affirmation that goes along with the image. So it's for all ages, adults and kids. But I start off with this like inspiration page, and I know it's probably, is it backwards to you guys when you're
No,
looking
it's good. We can see it.
Oh, okay. Well, it's just a little inspiration page. It asks you to list some things that inspire you. And it says you deserve a break, take some time to color, create, and connect. So these portraits are based on, most of them are based on prints I already have, and then I created new ones as well. So like this is kind of an example. It says you are made of magic, and then there's one of my portraits.
Beautiful.
And then it's 42 pages, so it's a lot, but it's a lot of portraits and things. But I'll just show you like a few of my favorite ones. This one, she has like all the gems, and she has a head wrap. And then I'll show you the one that looks like you. Because she used one of my new additions, and I love it. Like I knew I wanted a hijab,
Nice. I love it. I'm so excited to color it as soon as I get it. So can we order it online?
Yes, you can order the coloring books online on my website. I can put the link in the chat.
Mhm.
And yeah, I also have these adult activity books. Like I said, the coloring books are for all ages, but the adult activity books, they're, if you buy them together, it's only $5 for the activity book. And a friend and me, we created these like brain teasers and just like fun activities to do. So it's like, you know, things that make you think. It's really fun, like crossword puzzles and word searches and little games that you can play. So there's a bundle. When you look at the coloring book, there's a bundle for that option to have the two books together. But yeah, I will definitely put that in the chat. And then I've also been testing out virtual coloring days.
Mhm.
So for people who have the coloring book, to just like hop on Zoom and color for an hour. And it's been fun for like little kids, like their parents can kind of just put them in front of the computer and they can color for a while they go do other things. So I think I'm going to do another one of those soon because I had just like another batch of orders come in. So I will type this into the chat.
That's awesome. I
Thank
need to come when I get my coloring book. I need to come to the Zoom, me and
you.
my
Yeah,
daughter.
please. That would be so fun. And you said she loves coloring, right? So
Yes, she does.
no surprise.
So can you tell us about the new mural that you were part of it?
Yes. So um I don't, you all might have seen the Black Lives Matter mural that went up recently um by the Riverside in Pittsburgh. And there was kind of some controversy, I guess, that went along with just how the approach was for putting that mural up. Um, it was um, it was done by uh, a couple of guys who consider themselves street artists, or like they do graffiti. So it was kind of like this unsanctioned project, like there was no approval or anything for it to go up. But there was like an article that came out that was very one-sided and made it sound like they didn't really ask the Black community if they wanted to be involved in creating it and things like that. But in actuality, they did do that. It just wasn't portrayed that way, I guess, for the public. So what ended up happening was there was kind of a call for like some of the Black artists in Pittsburgh to go and meet those guys and then also add on to that mural. So I was one of the artists who kind of went in the second wave. We called it a reform. And they were super nice. I actually just had a meeting with them yesterday about something completely different. Like it was a great way to just connect with them and understand like what happened, and then also to just like beautify this mural. So honestly, if you Google it, you can see it come up, but I can show you a video that one of my friends did of the project as well. He posted it on Instagram the other day, but it's a beautiful piece. It's gigantic. And the goal was just for like everybody who came down for the reform to just like add a little bit more positivity to it. So a lot of people were using like spray paint. I was using spray paint, even though that's not my like main medium. So I was learning a new technique while I was there. I added I added two flowers and a leaf. It's like an unbloomed rose, and then this other like blue like lily looking flower next to it's at the very beginning, like where the bee is. But then people added things like all around, like on the other walls that are surrounding this mural. So it's now a very cool area, and it seems like a lot of people are going there to just like hang out, take pictures, to look at the art, and like people have continued adding to it. It's nice. It's really nice. And it was just cool to have everybody like come together and talk about the situation, and I don't know, just like find more community in the art space.
I saw it. It's really, really pretty. I love it. It's amazing work. You did amazing work, all of you guys.
Yeah, some people like I had gone in the morning, and by the time I came back in the evening, I was like, wow, you guys look so much, and it looks so good. Like everyone really did a great job. It looks amazing.
So every time, like, just anyone can come and add to it, or how does it work?
I mean, there are kind of no rules at this point for it. Like I believe that people have still been going down to add to it. So yes, I'm gonna say probably that's fine. I mean, the mayor knows that this is going on, and
Mm.
he knows that it's something positive that we need. So he hasn't, punished anyone for doing it, even though it's technically not legal or approved. So yeah, as long as it's something positive.
I think it's sending a really great message. Like Pittsburgh is supporting. It's we are together in this,
Yeah,
and it's really, really pretty, and it's huge. Like you can see it from far.
yeah, it's giant. Um, and there's now like there's a wall that says like unity, and there's a wall that says I think it says United We Stand, maybe. And then there's murals of like Antoine Rose, Breonna Taylor, Ahmaud Arbery, and George Floyd, like on different pillars going across the bridge. So very cool. So I saw the question in the chat.
Mm.
It's directly across from PNC Park. Like if you wanted to see the entire thing, you would go to that side of the river. But where you actually can go down and physically be like next to the mural, it's on like Fort Duquesne Boulevard. If you go down like one of the steps, either by like the Andy Warhol Bridge or on the other side. So it's between that bridge and I always get the numbers mixed up. I'm like Sixth Street, like somewhere over there. um, but yeah, there are steps by the Andy Warhol Bridge, right off Fort Duquesne Boulevard. So when you go under like the underpass where the Riverwalk is, you'll walk right into it.
That's awesome. So, can you tell us how did you feel like after seeing it? Do you think it will, like you said, it's positive. Do you think it will bring people together to understand this issue more? What do you think?
I think it's going to open a lot of dialogue to have conversations, because honestly, the conversations have started happening already. Like I said, I just talked to these guys yesterday, and I don't think I ever would have known them or come in contact with them if it wasn't for this mural. Um, so I think right now there's a huge opportunity for people to kind of come together and understand things better, and just like understanding like what we want and what we're asking for and how we should collaborate with each other. Um, Mostly because like the article, like I said, it was it was written kind of harshly, like almost like they wanted there to be a divide between like the artist communities for some reason. And I think a lot of people, including myself, like reacted to the article. Um, because there are some like larger disparities at hand, like when it comes to just like the art space in Pittsburgh, especially because everything here is like so focused on like philanthropy and like grant money and those types of things. um there's like this bigger conversation about like artists getting funded for projects, and to me, I would say like artists of color being left out of conversations for projects. And now there's this open dialogue about like resources and how do we actually help each other. And like when you know about a project, how do you pull in other people who are from the communities you want to paint in and like collaborate. So I definitely think it's going to be helpful. I don't know if it's going to be an overnight thing, but there's definitely like so much room for just like new ideas and ways to collaborate in new projects.
That's awesome. So, anyone have any question for Janelle?
Please ask me questions.
I had one, but you answered it.
Can we have the link to your website for those books? Because I didn't see it come up in the chat. And my gang is a big coloring group. Like we get together and we have coloring nights here at the house where we just decorate things and talk about things that we're grateful while we paint.
That's perfect for this book.
I know. So I was like, wow, yeah, that would be awesome to do with my family.
That's so great. I just put it in the chat. I was trying to like talk and copy links at the same time. It wasn't working for me. Sorry for the delay. But I just dropped it in the chat. And that's also, that's my website. So I gave you the direct link to the coloring book. And then there are other things on the website too.
I'm so excited to go visit the mural.
Yeah, it's like, it's honestly, it's breathtaking. Like each time I go back, because every time I've gone back so far, there's like more stuff added.
Maybe I can add something. I'm so excited. It looks so beautiful. Like every time I see the picture, it's breathtaking. Like it have a really powerful message.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's so bold and like it's so visible. The fact that you can see it from like everywhere across the river, that's crazy.
It's a very perfect location.
Yeah, they did a nice job. What else? What other questions?
I was curious because when I do art, I'm a small scale artist, and I'm kind of glancing through some of this stuff on your page. What makes you do incredibly large pieces or want to participate in huge pieces?
Let's see. I actually recently had a conversation with my family. So my grandmother was reminding me of this mural that I helped with when I was really young. And I found like these pictures. I'm going to have to post them on my Instagram. I think they might, yeah, I'm going to post them on my Instagram. But I helped with my first mural when I was 6 years old.
Wow.
So I think that might have something to do with it. Like my first like piece that I did was like gigantic. I mean, of course, I was with a team of folks when I was doing that, but even one of the mentors from that project, he was like, yeah, you were so young, but you came up with like the concept for the whole thing pretty much. And we just like helped you make sure that it turned out the way it was supposed to. And I was like, really? That's kind of insane. But yeah, I mean, I would say like my introduction to art almost was through big work because it was that, and then I didn't really paint a lot between like that age and maybe like age like 11. I didn't paint a whole lot. I was more of like a sketch draw type person. And then in 7th grade, I was recruited onto a mural painting team at my middle school. And so we'd go out once a week and like collaborate on one big design, and like we all have our sections to work on. And I just thought it was so cool that other people could react to the work in the way that they did, because it was in like a public space. It was in like a senior citizen community home type of space, or not home, but community space. You know, like where they would go to play bingo and hang out with their like friends and whatever. So I thought it was really cool that they got to watch the process and like be part of it and react to it. And then after that, I didn't work on a big piece for a very long time. I was doing a lot of canvas work. I started working on wood as well. And I remember while I was in New York, there's just, first of all, there's no room in your New York apartment for like big stuff. So I remember being like, man, I really miss doing like big work. And it was just like this feeling that I had that was kind of overwhelming. Like I just wanted to work on like a giant project where it wasn't like this small thing that I was gonna like make in a short amount of time and then have to depart from it. Like I just wanted that ongoing interaction. And I started volunteering with the New York City Mural Arts program, and I ended up getting hired by them, and then I worked on like the biggest mural I've ever done in my life. Well, it was the first of many big murals I've done. It was like 1,000 square feet.
Wow.
Yeah, and I worked with a team on that, and we had to paint it like in pieces. So like essentially it was like 60 small murals that we had to put together as a puzzle piece to do one big mural, you know? And that was a really cool experience. It took months to complete, like almost a whole year. I think it took like 9 months maybe.
Wow.
Whole thing. But it was such a fun experience, and like the bonding that I had with the team, it's just a completely different feeling, and like working with the community to get it done, getting to engage with different organizations and like kids and parents and teachers and students. And it was just cool to me to be able to do that and like have a real impact, not just like, oh, this is a pretty thing. It was like, no, we're impacting people's lives and how they see art and how they feel. So that is like the overwhelming feeling that I had that made me like, okay, I have to keep doing big stuff.
Wow. Yeah, and I think it goes way beyond that, because I know like one of my work sends me into Latin America. One of my favorite neighborhoods in Puerto Rico is entirely street art. And it doesn't just, it feels different there when you walk in. And there's all this stuff, and every one of them is different. They all have different themes. Some of them have messages. Some of them are just there to be, you know, beautifully artistic.
Yeah.
And it changes the atmosphere. It changes the way you feel when you walk into that neighborhood. And it's I love street art, and that's just one of those things I've always been really impressed with. But like I said, my creative process is on the smaller side of things. Mm-hmm. And so when I try to size up, I really have to work at it. And then I see people do these gorgeous things that affect me. You know, you walk into it, you can't not be affected when you walk into something like that. So, yeah, thank you for doing that, because it does mean a lot.
Can you share some, like I opened the share button, can you share some of the court that you did and tell us where's the location for the basketball court, the mural, the ground mural that you did? It's really, really amazing.
Okay, let me pull up the website, this site, and then will it let me share my screen? I think you might have to.
I did. I opened it. Yes.
To share my screen.
Yeah, I can. You're sharing.
I am?
Yes.
I'm sharing my screen right now?
I think, yes.
Nope, I can't see it yet.
No.
I don't think so, because I didn't.
Just a second.
All right, here we go. I got it.
There it is.
Now, you see my face on there?
Yeah.
Okay. So.
And where is the basketball court?
It is on the south side in Beltsuber. That's the neighborhood I grew up in. The neighborhood I live in now, actually. It's near Mount Washington. I can give you like the address of the court if you want. I can drop that.
Yes.
So this is the court. Can you all see that?
Yes.
Okay. So that's the overhead view, the aerial view. So it says Belsuver Pride on the sides, on the out of bounds areas. That's the neighborhood. And then you can see like the middle is this victory and unity sign. And so my community, I asked them a series of questions and asked them to tell me like what this park, which was a staple in our community growing up, what this park meant to them. And they kind of just gave me like their stories, their memories, their anecdotes, everything. And I turned that into a design, and then I had them choose color palettes. And so they did as much as this as I did. Like they helped me come up with the entire thing. So people ask me about the design a lot, so I guess I can tell you guys like one of the main things that came up was that our community was, or this park, especially in this court, was like a watering hole for our community. It's just like where people would like fill each other up and like come to be a safe space. So that's where like the dripping design came from. And also I did the checkerboard, kind of like, you know, like winning together, like running a marathon together and pushing each other. And I think the center court is mostly self-explanatory, but I did this like overlapping like diamond design to represent like just like pouring into the next generation. And then the middle is like one of my signature styles just right there. And yeah, they picked the colors. And
It's beautiful.
thank you. Here's some of the kids who helped.
Aw.
On it. And this is one of my favorite shots. It's just like stunning. And this was the ribbon cutting with the mayor. And I hand painted like these balls too. But yeah, this is
It looked awesome.
They I always forget to tell people. My friends remind me of this a lot, but during the ribbon cutting, the city gave me a proclamation. So I officially have a day in Pittsburgh, October 23rd.
Nice.
It's Janel Young Day. So yeah, there's a video as well. And that's on my Instagram. So I can send you guys the link to that. Or the link to my YouTube. I don't know if you guys watch like time-lapse videos for fun, but
Thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you for joining us today.
thank you for having me. I really appreciate it.
So anyone have more questions for Janelle? Thank you so much for joining us. I'm gonna share like the website with everyone and also the link if you didn't get it, so you can order some of this amazing coloring book. And we can start the art part like we do now, like breathing techniques, and then we do some art part. So you can join us, Janelle.
Okay, cool.
So if you have a paper, colors, pencil.
Yeah, I'm gonna grab something. Okay.
So let's all close our eyes. Take a couple of deep breaths. Inhale. 1, 2, 3, 4. Hold it. Exhale. 1, 2, 3, 4. Another inhale. 1, 2, 3, 4. Hold it. Exhale. 1, 2, 3, 4. I want you to imagine a light coming out of the center of Earth toward the sole of your feet, coming up, up until it reaches your head, and be grounded. I want you to feel that you are grounded on this earth. And relax. And I want you to imagine yourself like a tree, grounded in the ground. And what it feels to you to be grounded. Now I want you to open your eyes and draw that tree that represents you. So let's all have like a paper. What type of tree you will draw? Think of these questions. Is it tall or short? Is it strong or weak? Is it young or old? How many storms this tree been through? Does it lost any branches? Has it grown any new one? What is the root system like for this tree? What does tree need to survive, to thrive? And what ways this tree reflect you? And what season this tree has been through? What season this tree is in now? What colors of the leaves? What do you feel each time you look at the tree? How this represents you? How deep is the root? So guys, when you finish your painting, your drawing, you can take a picture and send it to us on sundaysmiles@hotmail.com or on an Instagram page, sunday.smiles25. And thank you everyone for joining us today. Enjoy your Sunday, and thank you, Janelle, for coming with us today. I look forward to see the mural and getting the coloring book. Everyone, enjoy your Sunday. Thank you.
Thank you.
Bye.
Thank you.
Thank you.